I hear y'all. Oh my gosh. She's mad. Hey, Mama. You mad? Yes, I'm looking at your babies. They're getting... They are cuter. Oh my God. I don't know how y'all stand all that. It's hot out here. They're getting cuter. We find 2 or 3 or 4 of them out every day. Throw them back in the box. They hang on when Mom feeds them, and I don't even know how many are in. Oh, look at that one buried itself real fast under the... It's too hot, y'all. Okay, whatever. All right, Mama. I'll quit messing with them. Look at her. She's like, damn it. Yeah, so that's the update on the new rabbits. I haven't really messed with them that much because, oh, look, my crazy chicken that gets out has destroyed my compost pile. Yay. Gotta put that back together. Throw some more water on it. It's hotter now out here, y'all. Already. Welcome to Texas. How are y'all doing, littles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. So the baby, the crazy chicken that, oh, you can't see that. It's not focusing. But the crazy chicken hatched. I put it out here with the others, which they're like twice the size of it, but it's hiding. It stays under the, it won't focus. Sorry. Anyway, it's under the feeder. That's terrible. It's under the feeder, and the others are just hanging out over there. But they're not picking on it, so he seems to be doing okay. He's only like, what, a week and a half old or something like that? I don't know. My garden is a total chaotic mess. I already came out and picked something ate all of my kale. Look at that. Well, not something. It's those damn worms. No, it's okay, because I was just, at this point, feeding them to the chickens and the rabbits. But I have the wasps out here. That's why I left them, even though they're eaten up, because the wasps were getting the worms and bugs. And the tomatoes, they're going crazy. Ah. I already picked the ripish tomatoes this morning. Okay. And cucumbers. I have so many cucumbers. My son picked a cucumber yesterday, and there's like 3 or 4 more in the fridge, and cucumbers are always going crazy. Squash is still going. Basil, more squash, some sort of pepper, I don't know. Eggplant, squash, pepper, carrots. It's eggplant. Oh, the eggplant's blooming. I don't even know what kind. I don't label anything. Another pepper, eggplant, green beans, random okra. Oh, butternut squash. Yeah, there's a couple more. They're not very big. It should be time to get them soon. I already have one inside on the counter. And zucchini. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's some more zucchini growing down there. These squash are getting humongous. Whoops. Ooh, I'm dizzy. Oh, there's another butternut squash starting to grow. Those vines are just going everywhere. Damn it, man. And then, I know, weeds. Y'all are probably like, Nikki, with all the grass and weeds, I just let them grow. At this point, oh, look at my little melons. Oh my gosh. I might get a watermelon for Benton and for Jeremy this year. Maybe. I put them inside the fence this year. Oh, there's a little baby one there. Growing through the squash, another squash plant. Cucumbers. Who needs that many cucumbers? Nobody needs that many. I know. Y'all are gonna say make pickles, but I made pickles a couple years ago, and I still have pickles in there. We don't eat that many pickles. Tomatoes. I did. Oh, I need to tie this one up. Oh, yep. I need to come back out here and tie that one up. But there's tomatoes. Green tomatoes everywhere. I actually have made a couple batches of fried green tomatoes. I'm picking the cherry tomatoes as they ripen, putting them in salads. Actually, I made got a lot of sun golds, which are pretty cool. I put garlic, olive oil, basil from the garden. There's basil, kind of scattered all over in between the tomatoes. Olive oil, garlic, basil, cherry tomatoes. Made some, toasted up some bread, cut a baguette up and toasted it up. It was delicious. That was what we snacked on yesterday after we came back from swimming on the other side of the pond. Yeah, tomatoes. Oh, dang tomatoes. I focused on tomatoes this year, apparently, y'all. They're everywhere. Crazy. Beep beeps. There. Oh, see, those are the old tomato seeds that I randomly scattered, and they grew. Hey, beep beeps. Now I got tomatoes growing up and laying over the top of the in between chicken cage. Oh, look, see, the little is in there. The little one is actually eating with the bigger ones, so he's doing okay. Crazy bird. More tomatoes, 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 tomatoes. These are large cherry tomatoes, so they're starting to ripen. Potatoes. That was my, oh, I'm dizzy. Oh, it's that hot out here. Ugh. Third round of potatoes. I don't know. More basil. This is the end of my spring. I've already saved a bunch of seeds. These were the all-top turnips. I've already saved a bunch of seeds from those. Let's see, I'm letting them rot in the bed, and I'll mix them in when I put more compost. But they're making another round of seeds, so I'm letting those go still. Squash, more random tomato. I'm not even tying most of those up. I'm just gonna let them go and see what happens. Oh, there's another tomato. Oh, let me go around this way. I don't know. Can y'all even see that? There's a tomato out here. I planted by a stake, but then I put some of my wire over to that, because that thing is just gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. So at least I have something to tie it off to. What else? Another pepper, okra. I plant everything randomly. I go, oh look, this needs some water, and I watered these yesterday. This is my Anaheim. I've already got a couple off of it, but there's some more little ones coming. I know I need to pull all these weeds, but damn it, man. There's another pepper. I don't even know what that looks like a bell pepper. Nope. Yep. Oh, this is the tiniest little, cutest little bell pepper ever. I'm gonna have to figure out something for that one, because clearly that's getting way too high for the steak. Oh, here's some more zucchini that I succession planted. I already got one big one off of one of these last week. Oh, look. That was my sweet potato, or some of my sweet potato vines. Can y'all see that? The deer, no joke. The deer come through here. I forgot to leave my automatic, or my motion sprinkler on the other day, and they ate all the tops off my sweet potato vines. Yeah. Most of them. Okra, look how sad. That's how hot in Texas. Everything's melting. More okra. It's doing okay. Look, these poor eggplants over here, they look like they're melting too. And that's mostly, those are the radishes I planted to feed the animals. And then after they're done, yeah, the turnips. I was gonna plant some more all-top turnips in there. See, the deer even came all the way over here. Not like it's that far, but I mean, all the way up to this bed and ate almost all the tops off my sweet potato vines. But you know what? They did that last year as well. And the vines just kept growing and sprouted. See, that one's already sprouting new leaves, and so is that one. And so they kept growing, so is that one. And I got a bunch of sweet potatoes. I don't even like sweet potatoes, but y'all know I grow them for everybody else. These were those 4 tomato. I need to tie these up too. Look at them. They were so tiny when I planted them because they were so far behind those, because I just left them in pots and I didn't think I had room. But when I got the potatoes out of here, then I just planted them on this side of the fence so I could tie them up with the tomatoes that are on the inside. And then I planted a couple random peppers. I don't even know what they are in between those because, well, I had those too. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's hot out here. And of course the carrots and more. This is the edge of my, well, y'all know, asparagus bed. I've gotten a lot of asparagus out here. Of course, I've let some of it grow because that'll go to seed again and keep dropping seeds. But I planted carrots on that side. I haven't even dug in there to see how they're doing, but all that is carrots, which I will feed. I'll eat some of the baby carrots, but I'll feed a lot of those tops to the rabbits and the chickens. And that pot that's probably going to start bolting and going to seed. That's, oh yeah, it is. That's cilantro and parsley mixed. It's my herb pot. But yeah, this is the edge of the asparagus bed. So these were also some old, just like the ones over there by the chickens, old random seeds that I didn't think would germinate. And I threw them right here on the edge of the asparagus bed, and well, there they go. So there's that. I'm gonna have so many tomatoes by the end of this year. Look at those crazy tomatoes. Those are supposed to be okay. See, this is craziness. See how these tomatoes are doing? These are, I believe, planted from seeds that I saved from my red plum tomatoes last year, which clearly, see those two, they're doing some craziness. See how they're, I mean, some of them are, I don't know, whatever. Their tomatoes are going to be good. But so clearly they cross-pollinated, and I don't care. It's tomatoes. They're edible, and I like them. All of them. I like all the tomatoes. I don't even label them. I think there's, well, not think, there's beefsteaks in there, and there's Marnauer, and there's large cherry tomatoes, and there's sun gold tomatoes, and there's plum tomatoes, and I don't know. Oh, next year I'm going to try Romas. I just got some seeds for that, but I haven't tried Romas yet. Oh, God, I'm sweating. It's hot. That's it. My garden's a chaotic mess, semi under control, or not really. Oh, look, I still haven't even planted those are my maple and my elderberry starts that Tiger gave me at the meetup. I'm still trying to decide where to plant the 2 elderberries because I don't really want the deer to eat them all. Ooh. Maybe cucumber. You can tell the kids are out here all weekend playing in the yard. There's darts. I mean, Nerf gun, darts, things, whatever you call them, all over the place. But yeah. Oh, these are going into the compost pile. These are that, you know how some of the cucumbers get weird like that? I don't even think I looked it up one time what causes that, but I just cut those off when they start doing that weird thing, and throw them in the compost pile, or throw them in the chicken compost pile so the chickens can have what they want. And oh, that's the pak choi. Oh, and my hibiscus are blooming again. Yeah. Oh, and of course the lemon balm's going crazy and spilling over from last year to the ground, so I gotta get Well, that's not really in the garden area, so that's no big deal. I still have a few sweet potato slips. Uh-oh. That need to go back in the water. See, you just break those suckers off and put them in the water, and that's how many roots they make quickly. Pak choy, pak choy, pak choy, pak choy. Look at that. There's a little, I don't know if y'all can see that. That's a basil. Not getting much sun. Covered by the pak choy. So yeah, that's it. That's, okay, I'm going to go in and cool off here in a minute. Or go sit on the porch in the shade. And I'm going to have to talk to Tiger and ask her. I forget. I think we might have talked about it, but don't really remember. Like how much sun versus shade that the elderberries need. So I decide where to plant them in the yard. Because see, lots of my yard is shady. There's some crepe myrtle. Those do okay in the partial shade, partial sun. There's my fig down there. I don't know. But like, well, y'all see, y'all know. Like that side of the yard, because we took out a couple trees, gets a lot more sun, and that's where I was expanding the garden area. But, and then down here on this ridge, I'll say ridge, not really ridge. The yard goes down, is lower in the middle. Then there's like a little small ridge type thing. And then down to the pond again. So it holds water down here in the middle, but it's super shady. So, of course, because this big ass elm tree. So, oh, and the deer. Problem with this is when I plant my fruit trees out here, that's poor little baby loquat. The deer absolutely love loquat leaves. They come through and eat them all the time. More so than the fig, obviously. They're not eating all the fig leaves, but so it's like, what, triple as big as it was last year. So there's that. That's good. Hey, Wild Willie. That's my neighbor's dog over there barking. Oh, and Harley. Willie and Harley. Oh, and a deer. I don't know if I showed this before. I think I did. See the scrape? A deer, one of the bucks in the neighborhood, I thought it killed my peach completely because it came through and scraped most of the bark off. But it's coming back at the bottom, so I'm going to have to trim all that up and start over again with small peach. I haven't even worked on that. It's like melting me hot. Of course, the banana tree, it dies down in the winter, but it comes back, so it's doing all right. Yeah. See Wild Willie over there? Hey, Wild Willie. He's just laying in the sun, shaking his tail. Oh, I gotta get out of here, Mark. Look at all that. Everything's melting. Ugh. Texas, no joke. That's what I said. We cannot have a meetup in Texas in the summertime, or really anywhere near the summertime, because we would all die camping outside all weekend, unless we spent all our time swimming in the pond or a lake or something. Hope y'all are having a good one, and I will see y'all later.